Are you with BMW?
We are.
So I was actually at this thing called, I'm filming, I don't know if you mind.
Not at all.
Okay. You ever hear of Co-Motion?
Co-Motion?
Conference, and it's like, it's all about like innovations in like public transportation and all electrification, all this stuff. Anyway, there was a bunch of guys from BMW from Germany who were demonstrating all their research about the next big urban mobility transportation device. Are these electric, huh?
These are electric, yes. This is our new CEO2.
CO2?
CEO2. So previously we've had the CEO4, bigger motors, larger battery capacity, goes faster. This one tops out about 59 with a 59-mile range. There's different levels. It starts at $7,500, goes to $9,000. All right, and then you can have faster charging capabilities with the $9,000 option. But yeah, it's cool. We're just doing demos.
Nice. Thanks a lot. What's up, brother?
Oh, what's up, Mr. Bauer himself? That is too damn cool, man.
I agree.
Love it. That's the most impressive thing in here.
Thanks.
It really is.
Yeah, it's the future, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't make it. I wish I could claim credit. It's like the Segway. It's got gyroscopes.
We're all living in the past, dude. You're living in 2030.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
great.
see. Hope so. It's kind of cool. You could take it on the bus. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
and it's easy. It's not taking a footprint on you. I've got a feeling that's like who needs that.
called iBot. IBOT. They're starting to be able to cover it with health insurance.
Yeah.
So
Impressive.
cool.
Will it go all day battery wise?
Oh yeah, battery's totally good. Thank you. go down the auction and he'll buy like a wrecked Lamborghini or Ferrari, and he'll scan it out and set it up. That's what he does. He's
That wheelchair is tight, man. That thing is sweet.
Is this yours?
Oh, no. These are a Peterson Museum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking up space up here.
Steve McQueen used to live on my street in Echo Park.
Oh, really? That's cool.
This, I guess, was owned by Steve McQueen.
Maybe this one for sure, yeah.
It says it there. Steve McQueen, yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Maybe these are all his then.
I think that one was, no, that was
Wow. Yeah, I know. This is what went. This is the technology that went into the Segway. With the gyroscopes.
Nice. This thing will just feed upstairs, right? And then wheels articulate.
Yeah, it goes back.
Oh, nice.
But it can also go forward up a curve where there's no. But it's been out for 25 years and you never see it.
Yeah.
It's like rare.
Is it just like
It's one of those health insurance things. It's not even more expensive than a regular power chair.
really?
Yeah, I mean a lot of them, because a lot of power chairs have all this technology for like ventilators and all kinds of stuff that people with real serious.
Sure, yeah.
But no, it's not that expensive, and it's very interesting business, like environment, regulatory, health insurance, marketing.
Here we go. My partner has a women's health company. She's trying to raise and it's like massive improvement on what's there. Regulatory and the insurance companies are like, yeah, that'd be too expensive. I don't want to do it. It's like, what if it's better?
So
It's better.
my son's grandmother worked for a guy who owned a medical device company, like enormous, gigantic.
Well, okay,
Do you
70
have
y
a
algo.
card or anything I could? Do you have a card or anything that I could get in touch with? Because that whole issue is like part of this project I'm doing about this wheelchair, evolution of it. This is the version 2.0. The other one was out 25 years ago. But even though it's a major life changer, this is no support for it. It's just, a combination of that thing your wife's dealing with and health insurance, Medicare categorization. So
I mean, the whole industry is really frustrating. I used to work in product design, like I was an industrial designer consultant.
really?
So I've done a lot of technology stuff, like car stuff. I've done cell phones, smartwatches. I designed like 5 of the Fitbits, the earlier Fitbits that came out and stuff. Like that was what I did. And even in the product, like the medical product side of things, we very close to us. And every product that's like, okay, we help you do the design and engineering side of things. It's ready to go to market. It just gets killed because they can't pass regulatory. They can't get insurance companies to agree to pay for it. So their investors just something terrible.
sits on a shelf.
Or you get like Johnson & Johnson sweeps in and says, yeah, I want to buy your IP, we're going to do this, and then they buy it and just shelve it because it'll knock one of their products out of the market
That's
that they
exactly
have
right.
a higher profit to it.
First version of this chair was produced by Johnson & Johnson. It had a company called Invintational technology. It's like $150 million into the research and development. And, business, regulatory, didn't make it, went away. So now the guy who designed it, have you heard of Dean Kamen? Yeah, so he's the one who made this.
Yeah, he's the Segway guy.
Yeah, well, Segway was bought by somebody who then died on the Segway. I don't know if you heard that story, but people are confused. It's true. Yeah, he made the technology that was before the Segway.
Dean did.
Dean did.
Yeah. Short but long story. I used to be a contractor.
Do you mind if I record this? It's fascinating to me.
Yeah, sure. I used to be a contractor and I worked in Massachusetts.
I'm from Massachusetts.
Oh, really?
Are you from Massachusetts?
I'm from New Hampshire, but
Oh, cool.
in my 20s I lived in Boston. Yeah.
I'm from Boston.
So I got hired, and we were redoing the deck, and we went to this guy's house, and he had like 4 Segways before they came out in his garage, and started chatting with him. He's deacon, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And so he like gave us the Segways and let them run up and down his street before they were bringing it in the world. So it was pretty cool. We like got to meet him.
So I had an
built his deck.
interesting conversation with a guy who I'm going to have a podcast with Tuesday. He's created this 3-wheel sort of self-balancing scooter that when you turn, it kind of leans with you. So that you
Okay.
don't
Yep.
you know, hopefully get like a whole nother demographic out of their vehicles, out of their cars. And the Segways seemed like the solution. But I also know that sometimes when you're going over like cracked sidewalks, the computer will like not understand what's happening.
Yeah, it kind of glitches.
Yep, and that can be really dangerous.
Yep.
I don't know if you had any of that when you were
No, I mean, I've ridden them a few times in my life, but that first time, we
Probably on a
lived
smooth
on a private
road,
road,
yeah.
so it was pretty nice. It's a pretty nice run up and down. But I've definitely seen in Boston, like the Greenway tours, where we're like sitting in a bar, and you have a bunch of people on them, and they've got the big tires so that they can like curb hump them, and someone tries to do that, and they end up getting squirrely, and then they go down, and that's gnarly.
It is, and that's the Achilles heel. I'm psyched I talked to you, man. I'm going to call you, and I'd love to hear more about all the stuff you do.
Yeah, I mean, reach out to me, email, whatever you want to do. Give me a call.
I'll say
like
the guy in the iBot. It's called iBot.
What's it called? iBot?
iBot. The perfect name, you know, like
Simple.
iPhone, robot.
Yeah, there you go. iBot. Easy to remember. But yeah, so his Goldwing is mine, which is fun.
Show me, tell me.
So it's my dad's old Goldwing.
What? That's crazy.
This is Dad's old Goldwing, and I couldn't fit
From
on
New
it
Hampshire?
anymore. Yep. And so Dad bought his new Goldwing, gave this to me. I rode it for like a year and a half, and it was just the cockpit was too tight. Like my legs were jammed up into the plastic fairings. So I just decided I was going to do something wild. I had never built a bike before. Chopped the rear half of the frame off, literally on that angle. Mocked up this rear monoshock suspension, gas tanks off a Honda 305 Dream from 1964.
That gas
Tried
tank
to
is
cut
awesome.
it and separate it. And yeah, it's very Frankenstein. First time I ever did an electrical harness on a vehicle before. There's a lot of firsts. Like I bought a welder, learned how to weld on this. And yeah, I ride this thing around all the time. And everywhere I go with it, people are just like, what the hell is that thing? But it's tons of fun to ride. And then fast forward 10 years later, now I've got a shop, but everything I do now is airhead BMWs, so like repair, restoration, and custom builds. And the polished tank with the brown seat over there is my newest build that I just finished up. So.
Can I just have you tell me a little bit about that one?
Dude, I'm just...
I know, it's
digging the
wild,
scene,
right?
Yeah, moving around with this thing is absolutely fantastic. I can totally see what you mean by like being a life-changing thing.
Yeah, I mean that height thing is a big thing, man. I mean, like when you're always up like that, there's like a hormonal dissonance that's like not easy to overcome. You know, like this is you.
Oh no, not this one. No. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, I'm such a stainless steel nut. Aesthetically, I love it.
And everything on the bike is either just polished aluminum, so like the gas tank, the headlight bucket, and the fenders are polished aluminum. But all the hardware and like the fender rails and stuff are all stainless. Everything's 318 stainless. The concept was in 1954, BMW made 24 factory race bikes, and that has iconically been named the RS54. And so the customer came to me with this, and he was like, what's the concept going to be? And I've always wanted to do an RS54 or Rennsport replica. And so I pitched it to him. He was like, yeah, let's do it. And luckily enough, this bike started as exactly that. It was a toaster tank 75/5, which is how ironic is it that that's sitting behind this at the show right now.
That's not yours.
Yeah, it's not mine at all. No, it's somebody else's. But that's what this bike started as.
Wow. Let me take a pan over from.
Yeah, like a before and after shot.
guy who grew up in my house, who I'll pull up his picture, built his own bikes back in the 50s, and he has some stuff that just beautiful. But you were saying, so the guy.
Well, yeah, so we went with the RS54 as a concept and like set of guidelines for design. You know, my background is industrial design, so everything for me is like super minimal, clean design. And Evan Wilcox did all the tin work, and Evan's kind of famous, very famous in the motorcycle bodywork world. And so Evan made the RS54 shape in the tank, so the overall shape is that. But then he embossed the toaster panel, which you can see from that bike. He embossed it into this, so you'll never see this gas tank again in the history of the world. Like he did it once, and he said, "Don't worry, I'll never do it again. It was way too hard." So he's made this tank before, but never with that toaster panel inside. And he did it because the donor bike was a toaster tank, so it sort of melds those two. But then the rest of it, I mean, the motor is a full race spec motor. Tons of cool custom titanium parts that we had made for this that are in here.
You had made?
Oh yeah. There's very little to this that's stock. I mean, the cases are factory cases, but pretty much everything inside them has been either heavily modified or is a one-off titanium part. And he'll never ride it. It's going to go into his house and be part of his collection. So it's like
he'll never ride it.
It's a time of a trip for somebody to be like, well, no, this is an investment in art for me, so let's just make this wild. And
I have a few of the early versions of this chair that I treat sort of in that way.
Yeah, I mean everything is collectible and everything is cool.
Thank you,
Oh,
man.
should I get down?
No, you look good up there. That is awesome.
That's so funny.
Motorcycle jackets work really well for people in wheelchairs. Not only does it fit our natural seating position, but it can even help sit you up straight. So I have a whole collection of motorcycle jackets. And I've been thinking about renting. Because people are renting their scooters and their bikes. And I hate to think of all my motorcycle jackets. Like I like sitting in my closet.
Sitting there? You should put them. Well, what about people that are on vacation? Like when they're renting the bikes, they can have the gear so they don't have to travel with the stuff. Yeah.
Well, so maybe you could tell me about your stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I focused on protection for women first. So there was no really protection for us. And if there was something, it was like less protection than the men's gear. So I was like, wait a second, what's going on here? So I started researching, and I found the highest protection possible fabric and armor. And I made sure that all my gear comes with armor. Like, I don't want to, I'm like, you're going to get it and you're going to try it and then you're going to be like, oh, that's a no-brainer now. So it was like my introduction to that. And then I just started making more and more things that I thought I would like and hopefully other people would like a one-piece suits for women. And then now I do men's. I do one piece for men. I do men's jeans. It's still
awesome.
And it's like
Can you check that out?
and most of my stuff is unisex, pretty much. But there's some more masculine elements to this.
Maybe you could
torso wise.
Do you think you could go through a few of them and just tell us the different features?
Yeah. It started with the one-piece stratosphere suit, and then I made, this is all abrasion-resistant Dyneema, and then I made the here's my armored jacket. There's an armored jacket, which, by the way, where is that? Armored jacket. Anyway, I have an armored jacket, which I don't see here. Maybe I sold it, to go underneath it, so you're all protected on the upper body, and then you could take the armored jacket off when you get to your destination. And then from there, I started making the more coverall vibe. So it was more straight, more something that you could put over your regular clothes. Just different, and so I can make different colors too. Then I made the bomber suit, which is abrasion resistant and waterproof. And then I made the men's that has the armor everywhere in it. So it's just, you zip up and you're ready to go. And then I started just adding, jackets for vegans because we were wearing plastic all the time. And I was like, no, I'm going to find something that has the look of leather, but is abrasion resistant and armored. So they're not wearing that plastic leather stuff. And it just, everything that I do is out of necessity. I started making white things because I'm in the heat. And when you're riding in the heat, you want some lightweight colors. So everything I do is just, usually I go on a ride and I'm like, oh, I need this now. Oh, I need this now. I made a pit stop pouch because when you get off your bike, you have nowhere to put your glasses. So this, put your money, your cash. Then you put this on your belt. Yeah, then you put your glasses here. You put your what do you call it, card. And then you're like, oh, I have a place for my keys and my gloves now.
People in wheelchairs would love you.
Just needs a little something to put everything. You know?
There are so many unsolved problems
Oh,
for
I
people in
love-
wheelchairs. So let's
I love problem solving.
awesome.
So that's what I do. I go on a ride and I'm like, ooh, what do I need now? What do I need for this ride? What do I need next? And I love doing that.
I've just gotten like wrist guards, elbow guards, sewn them into just regular jackets, and
Well, that's why I'm trying to find my
Armor jacket.
armor jacket because it's mesh, which I don't know. So maybe maybe somebody did. I hope they're protected. But I'll just find it for you so you can. So it's a mesh. So it's breathable. You know, it's got the mesh everywhere, and then it has the armor pockets everywhere on this, so you're all armored up. So this is something that's so simple just to put underneath everything. And also, I wanted to do this to go underneath racing leathers, because there's a lot of times racing leathers, they have the armor in the wrong place for your body, and then also you have to have a base layer. So this is an armored and base layer all in one that's breathable.
I mean, if the future does involve people getting out of their cars, this is what we need to be
yeah,
making safe.
yeah, yeah.
Make people feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, that's it. And I just keep on. And
stylish.
And whenever they make a new product, like a new fabric or a higher abrasion resistant or a higher level of armor, I'm there. I'm always incorporating it. And I phase out the old and bring in the new. And it's been fun. It's like space age. That's why it's like on the stellar. I'm like, just let's find out what the new space age technology is and then let's do it. You know? Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
This KDF wagon. And this is, I don't know if Hitler wanted to run on something to get support of his people. And at the time, if you had a car, you were rich. Everything was coach built. That's expensive. So he had this idea of funding a car. And really it was designed as a military thing first. But what we know as the Beetle now was known as the KDF wagon. And then I don't know who gave me the idea. He said he came up with it, Hitler. Volkswagen, the people's car. Whatever. I came around. So they changed it from KDF wagon to Volkswagen, which means people's car. The origins are, so right. But then if you jump 40 years later, in the 70s, you have hippies and Volkswagens shot up abuse against Vietnam.
And the Volkswagen vans do the
in the Volkswagen van with the same logo that was originally a Third Reich propaganda thing. And how it worked is, if you were a worker, they gave you the stamp card. Every Friday you got stamps. When you filled the little booklet out, the plan was you went to Volkswagen and gave them the book, and they would give you a car. I don't know how many people actually got cars. It was more of a propaganda. Those people survived.
Crazy that the record keeping
What is the KDF stand for?
I know, man. That's in German for sure. Something like SS or Waffen. My roommate, he works at
Actually, it's
Squeeze
still
by
in
it, pardon me.
But we added higher compression pistons.
Can I squeeze behind you? Sorry.
It's like a one-on-one. Yeah.
Let me try this one out.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah, because right now I have riding pants. They're like winter pants. They're super thick.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah. And the great thing is that you can do that.
That's
On the channel, whatever you need. You know, if you have
Thank you.
Do you see these for
really
Cool interview with a guy.
Oh, right on. This is so cool.
Thanks. This fucking rocks, man. This is so cool.
This is amazing.
Did you go into the other building? Fucking awesome.
That's my favorite. That one is right over there.
I'm just gonna get every single thing in a quick vid. Yeah.
I've seen so much today. I think I'm not gonna merchandise. feel like I'm being accepted.
You might have to. You might have to. Did you see? There's another spot where they've got all kinds of stuffed shirts.
The one that was in this building doesn't look good. There's another spot outside that looks really cool.
400.
Which makes me want to get it.
I know, right?
I think your wheelchair is the most impressive machine here, man.
Thanks.
That's cool. Does it go upstairs?
It does. This is the one that goes upstairs.
Okay, we were just talking about that.
Yeah. It goes up curbs when there's no ramp too. It goes upstairs backwards.
Okay.
But yeah. Thanks, man.